Welcome to the Story Eyed Podcast. My name is Brendan.
And I'm Jen. On this show, we talk about all things Williams syndrome. We're excited to share our community with you. Thanks for being here.
Nice hat.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You gotta show us the line.
Like a box of chocolates. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. A box of chocolates.
Yeah. Oh,
Look at that. Snazzy. Shout out to Boston Scally Co. And I got the box of chocolates pinned to go with it, too.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Just saying, we're always looking for sponsors.
They have a lot of diversity and all different like holiday stuff and everything. Very cool.
Speaking of sponsors, I have been seeing a lot of stuff in the interwebs about like how good of products the Inner Sense Organic Beauty has. Like it is.
Oh, yeah?
I tend to be a person who I aspire to be a very like green, healthy, low tox person, and like everything that I follow is like pointing back to Inner Sense of like how good of quality their products are, which I already use them. And so it's the one thing in my barrage of household products that I'm like, oh, that one I'm doing right.
Yep.
Yes.
100 others I'm doing wrong.
Even those of us follically challenged,
yes,
we still can be nice and use good products.
Yep.
So
no, they smell so good. So shout out to Inner Sense. I just wanted to say that I was like, I am so proud that we're sponsored by like not only a great company for like Williams syndrome, but like a good company in not poisoning us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for not poisoning us, Inner Sense. That would be the weirdest. Maybe that should be in the new tagline for their commercials. Thank you for not poisoning us.
I know. We should copy. I want them to hear this. So that they're like, you guys are the worst.
Hey, Joanne, I just want to put this in your brain. Maybe you want
Thanks for making clean products and products that don't kill us.
Thank you for not slowly poisoning us to death.
Thank you.
Thanks for not letting us have our hair fall out with your products.
Speaking of not poisoning us.
Speaking of not poisoning us, I was going to go, speaking of like amazing hair.
Oh, that's a good one. See, that's better. She does have
amazing hair. Again, I have no hair. So it's like, I'm just like, look at this. Paola's back.
Yay, Paola.
Paola's back and on staff.
Yes. Hola, mi amigo, amiga.
And I think she knows like what our community needs, like already as a walk chair here in the Denver area, like she's already reached out to me. We've already had a dialogue about Denver walk. And it's just like that little touch, those little touches.
It's that work that has been done over the last few years when now Paola can come in and she is able, she's worked with the material to create her walk, so she knows it very well. And now she gets to be the one to help others put on their own events.
I love that she's doing a variety of events too. Like, I think that's really fun that she's going to do the walks and the golf tournaments and she's giving other ideas. Like, it was a great interview with Paola. We are so excited to have her on. And if you are thinking about doing any type of fundraising, big or small, like again, sometimes starting small is a great way to ease in. She is the person for you.
Yeah.
Paola, Paola at williams-syndrome.org.
Yep.
Thanks, Paola.
Enjoy.
Yay.
Hi, I'm Morgan Jane Starkman. I am the daughter of Greg and Joanne Starkman from Inner Sense Organic Beauty, and I'm so happy to tell you something really special. The Hair Renew Scalp Hair Bath and the Hair Renew Soothing Conditioner from Inner Sense Organic Beauty. These clean, safe products help take care of your scalp and hair. They make your scalp feel calm and renewed. I love how they make me feel cared for, and I think you'll love these products too. Let's take care of our scalp and hair together. Try them today and save 15% on your first purchase with my code Morgan15 at InnerSenseBeauty.com.
An iguana roundup because they're an invasive species. So like you can collect all the paralyzed iguanas and then you can take them somewhere and they will humanely euthanize them.
Yeah, and they're doing the same, more or less the same thing with the peacocks. They're not like exterminating them, but they are castrating them so they don't procreate
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Peacock roundup.
I think so. The iguanas, they are killing them. They are like, right? They're just like, we're getting rid of them. And I went down a spiral
Mm.
Wow.
and I read exactly how they do it. And I was like, wait a minute. That's why people go to Florida to see the iguanas, right? And they're not supposed to be there.
I'm not sure they go specifically to see the iguanas. I'm just saying it's
Like, oh,
it's a value added.
right?
There's rumors in Puerto Rico that they eat them.
Yes. Yes, I
Yeah.
also saw that there's some people like collecting them right now, like to eat them. That's my contribution
And
today.
you blew it and we weren't even recording yet.
Doesn't everybody want to know what happens? Yeah.
All right,
Just
I'm
a
going to go
smidge.
away and let you guys chat.
Well, hello, Paula. How are you?
Doing well, and you?
I am doing great. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you back on. So, for those who might not know who you are, why don't you take a second to reintroduce yourself and tell everyone what you've been up to since episode 47 of the podcast?
Yeah, so my name is Paola Martinez. I am originally from Puerto Rico, but I live in Miami. I have two sons, my eldest, Enrique and Leo. Enrique is diagnosed with Williams syndrome, so that is my direct association with the WSA. They're both my pride and joy. And yeah, last time that I was here, I was talking about my business. It's Pavea, or what I used to do. And it was a personalized engraving. But I am lucky now to be in staff for the WSA. Yes, very, very proud. I'm the new development manager and I oversee walks nationwide.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You're
That is
welcome.
exciting. So are you still doing Pabea?
No, I mean, I have it there, but it's on hold.
It's
I
on
don't-
pause.
Yes. I dove into the whole, what our typical life is. It's Williams syndrome related and all of that. So I am grateful enough to, incorporate everything that I've learned with the business now, fundraising for the WSA, which is, has given us everything, support and more.
Yeah. Well, for the record, I'm a big fan of parents working for the WSA. I am a big fan. I will admit it. I don't know if there's a term for it, but I just think like there is no greater love and passion that comes for individuals with Williams syndrome than those who are as closely related to it as we are. So I'm excited to hear what you're going to be doing in this role. So did you say director of walks?
Yes, development manager, but yeah, I oversee walks and I oversee DIYs. So anything that has to do with fundraising. So if you want to, do a cookie decorating activity that we've done a couple of here down in Miami. I have one of my best friends, she is the owner of a bakery and she's been incredible in hosting us there. So yeah, anything, you want to do a fundraiser at a store, at a restaurant, anything like that, contact me and I will be glad to help. The WSA has all the manuals, all the, step by step. So it makes it so easy. In-kind donations, anything that you need, it's already, written down. So I'd like to say like it's all chewed up. So, you will never feel like you're, starting from zero. Everything is, very, very straightforward. So, and it's the best way to create community and create that support system that we all crave.
Yeah. So are you doing just fundraising, like activities that are around fundraising? Or are you doing like other awareness type of events? Like, where it's like
fundraising. Yeah. Anything that has to do with fundraising. So, DIYs and walks and
Yeah, we just had our last podcast was with Holden Camerata, and he is the cute young man who just ran 100 miles. And we were like, you're so amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
such a cool dude.
the amount of money that he raised, it was incredible. And just the cost.
and just to like all of a sudden decide to do it and just be so motivated to do it. We were like, those of us on this call who went to college we didn't have the foresight. We weren't as like philanthropic as he is, but there's all those kinds of things, right? And like in that scenario, he didn't really have like a plan other than like, hey, I want to run 100 miles. Like, I think it'd be great if I tied it to something in the community I care about. And that was Molly Kate. And it's like sometimes it's just as easy as that, right? And then everything else, when it's
It
meant
just falls into place.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So they don't have to be, like to your point, as scary as sometimes people think.
No.
Did you host 2 walks in Miami?
Yeah. Yes, I'm the very proud organizer of the Miami Walk. We're starting to plan it, the third one this year. Hopefully we'll bring one to Puerto Rico because, those are my roots. Enrique's very proud to be, Puerto Rican in his own sense. He's a Miami boy at heart, but our whole family is there in Puerto Rico, and that bridge that, with the Hispanic community, it's very important to me. It's very important to him, so he's very proud.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't know that there wasn't a walk in Miami. I guess I would have thought because it's such a big area that it would have already been in place for a while. No?
Yeah, but no, I didn't even know that there wasn't even a walk there. Last year there was a walk in Tampa. I know that there have been walks in Orlando, which I would love to, bring that back as well.
There's no walk in Orlando?
Not currently. So we're looking for that. If you have anybody or if anybody's seeing that,
Michelle
Self.
Yeah, Michelle Self. If you're listening to this podcast, we need you to organize a walk at Disney World.
I mean, happiest place on earth.
Right? There's so many synergies. I'm asking for some big things today. The walks, though, are really important. So it's good that you're connecting those. Your first year when you did a walk, like how did you even have anything? Was that before Denise created the manual that you did?
It was with the manual. So I am very type A. So I love a good manual.
Yes, me too.
And it, like I said it before, it chews up everything. So I was very overwhelmed. Like I was very scared. I went into it very, very scared. But Denise helped me out throughout the whole process. Any question, there's no stupid question. She would be, there one email away, a call away if I wanted to. And then last year, Bethany, she was incredible as well. But yeah, all the in-kind donations, like it's just, I put a lot of pressure in myself for the fundraising goal that I had, but it wasn't until the actual day that I saw Enrique, because here I don't know, like I found it very difficult to connect with other parents, and Miami, it's such a big city, but there was a lack of awareness. There isn't a clinic down here, so there wasn't like a specific place where I could find Williamson individuals. But it wasn't until the walk that I think the first time we had 6 individuals come. And it wasn't until that day, like I had so much pressure on, like that I put it on myself. And it wasn't until that day that I saw Enrique playing with, other kids that had Williams syndrome, and there were like 4, and then 2 older individuals, which for me was, oh my God, okay, I can, this is what I can look forward to. And, yeah. And then there was one individual that was younger than Enrique. So I was that for that mom. I was like, I know it's overwhelming in the beginning, but just look at Enrique. He's, it's just the light of our family.
Yes. Yeah. I love that. So your first walk, there was only 6 people. And then what about your
individuals with Williams syndrome? But I think we were like 100, 120. That's where we saw teachers, therapists, doctors, the whole community came together, and it was incredible. Last year, it was even more incredible. I believe it was like 11 or 12 individuals. People from West Palm Beach came down. The word got out. More family came. Our family from Puerto Rico flew in as well for both walks. So we're very fortunate. That's why I want to do it there, because I know that, there's interest in knowing more about Williams syndrome. And I've been fortunate enough in the conventions to meet people from Puerto Rico. So yeah, that's why like for me, the convention is like the best.
Yeah, one of my dear friends who has Williams syndrome is Puerto Rican too.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend Rosie Rosaria.
Okay. Yeah, she's West Palm Beach.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, dear
She's
friend of
incredible.
mine. She's cool.
Incredible.
Yep.
I love that. So what's on your docket now? You're pretty new, right, into this role. I mean, you've been
Yeah.
you've been part of our family for a while now, but like how long have you officially been in this new role?
Just January 12th. That was my first day.
Okay.
So not even a month.
Not even a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the walks will be your primary focus, right? Coming into the summer. Or somebody had asked about like, I'm new to starting a walk. I don't know what's involved. And I was thinking, we talked about this before about like putting together like a Zoom call where all the walk chairs can meet and we can all kind of talk about best practices and just like have that connection to be a support arm for each other. And
Feel and encourage because I feel like it feels intimidating at first.
Yeah.
And maybe you're like me that you put so much pressure in. I put this certain goal and like I want to reach it or whatever that maybe you kind of like missing the point at the beginning. It's only that it's about the connection. It's about forming community. It's about meeting new people, what can they offer you? What can you offer them when you're in the same journey? We're in a different stages of the journey, but we're all in the same bubble. So it's, all the resources that I've found out because of other people in our community in Miami. I'm so grateful for that. And that would have been possible if we weren't creating awareness events. And, and it's not only the walks, it's, the cookie decorating activity or, going to a restaurant. And there's a lot of restaurants that offer, 10% or 20% or coupons or whatever. And you just, you get together and it's
very easy. It's very easy.
Yeah, we actually do it here in Enrique School. I'm actually on the PTA board. I'm the fundraising VP.
Of course you are.
Yeah, of course I am. And we do it at Panera. Like once a month, we choose a restaurant that is open to nonprofits and those kinds of giving. And you see families from the families, not even the parents of the child, but like a friend of a friend that found out that 10% or 20% is actually going to a cause. So yeah, you guys are giving me a lot of ideas that we can incorporate for the WSA.
I got you, girl. I've got all these ideas and I need some support arms to implement them.
I mean, have you seen what Camille is doing in New York, that they have the baseball game now?
Yep.
And,
yes. Camille,
and then the big gala in November.
Yes.
So excited for that.
Yeah. So as a parent, what does it mean to you now that you're able to work for the WSA, something that you love so much and are so passionate about?
It truly means the world to me. When I told my family that I was starting at the WSA, that they were all like, it was about time, and I'm like, okay, I was just waiting. I've seen firsthand with even the convention for me was the game changer. The 2022 convention at Phoenix. We actually wanted to go to 2020, but obviously we all know what happened in 2020. So I had to wait until 2022. But it wasn't until you walk into a place, and it was my first time meeting anybody with Williams syndrome, any parent with Williams syndrome. So it was a cry fest for me and my husband. And just walking in there and seeing Enrique be himself and me not feeling the need to explain like, oh, I'm so sorry that he's hugging you, or I'm so sorry that he's like in your face saying hi, or he was being himself, and just the love that we felt. Like everybody was hugging everybody, like everybody would come up to you and just have a conversation with you. Like parents were like crying in front of you, and you're like, oh my God, thank goodness, like somebody understands what I'm going through.
It felt right and it felt correct.
Yes, it just felt like I finally found, we have an incredibly supportive family, but it's just, it just clicked. And there we met Angela Becerra, that she was at Louisville with Dr. Mervis. So she introduced me to the study, in for Williams syndrome. And, we went the following year to the study, and it was incredible. Like all the information that we gathered, in that research, it just empowered me so much to keep advocating for Enrique in the education, side of it. IEPs became tolerable because they're not easy at all.
Right.
I feel like, as he progresses in his education, it gets harder, but
Yeah.
with all the tools that are being provided, it's just a blessing. I started the A Butterfly's Journey advocacy page, and that was an outlet for me as well. And then I was encouraged to start doing the walks. So yeah, it was like a step by step, like, okay, I've got this. Enrique is good. We're being backed up in like every single way. It's been incredible. With another study that we went to the NIH. So yeah, I've seen firsthand everything that the WSA has, provides us as families. And it's just, it has filled me with a lot of, empowerment, and, I just want to encourage all the moms to
Yeah.
do the same.
Yes, because moms can run the world. It's
We
if
do.
all could just be house, we would have things like in shape and under control. I'm just saying that there's no power like a mom for sure. And like I said, I love that we have representation at the administrative level in a variety of positions, right? Because I think that the lens that we see things from and through as a parent are just unique. And gosh, like I always say about Stella, like there's a lot of challenges that come along with like Williams syndrome, but there's a lot of like amazing things. And as a parent, like my job is always to highlight her strengths and give her opportunities to shine her best light and showcase those strengths and help, like manage the weak areas. And I think a collective group of people that are really invested in doing that is, it's going to be so fire. So I can't wait to see what you do this year with the walks. So what's your first walk coming up?
It's actually, well, the first confirmed, we have a couple that are still in the air.
Yeah.
But the first confirmed is Philly. I think it's the biggest walk.
The best.
And
I
it's
think
coming
so.
up.
I
Yeah,
think it's the best. Yeah, they're a well-oiled machine there.
incredible. So yeah, it's the 31st of May, but in the hopes of, creating so many other walks throughout the country. So
Yes.
I'm,
And
I'm
that's a good thing. I would just like, so in Denver, we're in Denver, like our walk is not big and it is not anywhere near Philly. And so I also think like, don't be intimidated for like the audience listening. Like
Right.
walk does not have to be like a Philly sized walk. You do not have to have the level of sponsors that Philly has, right? Like they've been doing this for a long time. They have a ton of people and resources behind that, driving that. And it's evolved. Like just start small and like
Definitely.
be patient, which is hard. That's hard for us to do as parents. And just like let it grow slowly over time, like like a low boil, simmer. Work that you do now will, ultimately grow and pay dividends in the future. So,
Yeah.
I mean, our walk, y'all, is lucky if it raises like $10,000, and that's okay.
Yep.
It's still
But
a great
that's it.
opportunity
I
for
mean,
connection,
the
right?
purpose is connection. That's it.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
still have fun, and we still raise a little bit of money, and all feel like we've, done what we can, and our community is small and limited from a resource standpoint. So I think it's like a huge success, and it's like, but if I were to say that against what Philly does, right?
Be a little intimidating, and I felt the same way.
Yeah.
Here in Miami, it was the same thing. I think we reached like 100 or 110 people, but
Yeah,
about 50 of those were my family.
that's
We're a
great.
very
Yeah.
Hispanic family. We're a huge family,
Yes.
so it was like
Yes.
mostly Enrique's immediate family. But yeah, it's encouraging those that might not even be able to come. Do a fundraiser. Go out on a walk, through your neighborhood, and
Yes.
just create awareness in any way that you can.
Yep.
I think that is really helpful. Are you planning on, I don't know for sure, or are you the only Spanish speaking person on staff right now?
No.
Oh,
We have
another?
we have Karina as well. She's our donor relations.
Oh, I haven't met
So
Karina yet. Okay.
yes, and she's
Yeah.
based in LA. So yeah.
Okay. So I think that's also a great resource for us. I know in Denver, we just started a Williams Syndrome multidisciplinary clinic at Children's Hospital, and we have a lot of Spanish speaking community members. And it's like, once again, I wish I knew Spanish. If I listen to enough Bad Bunny, maybe I can start learning.
Un
But
poquito.
just the swear
Yep.
word or something.
Ah,
But
oh,
I
I
think
know
that's
a
great.
few.
I think that's great. Like, and actually in our community in Colorado of Williams syndrome population, we do have several Hispanic families. So having more resources, I'm sure, is something you're focusing on for Spanish speaking folks.
Definitely. That's why I'm dying to do it in Puerto Rico. Anything,
Yes.
yeah, you just need more awareness, and that's something that I'm truly blessed to live in Miami. It's such a hub, and it's such a, Hispanic culture overpowers, American culture down here. So, yeah, I'm very blessed that going to the doctor, going to the therapist, going to school, going to anywhere, I can use my first language,
Yes.
and it's comfortable. So. Yeah,
Yeah.
meeting other parents from either Colombia or Argentina or anything, they're like, oh my gosh, but I don't know if I should go to the convention or this or that. And it's like, yes, come. I mean, it's, we'll make it possible. We need that connection. So,
Yeah. And I love that you're going to grow that. So thank you. Well, I'm excited that, like I said, I'm excited you're on board. And is there anything else that you want to share with the group as we kind of finish up our time on your second podcast? Can you believe you've already been on two?
Thank you. Feel so grateful. So yeah, any events that you're thinking of, no matter how different it may sound, if we've never done it, you'll be the first one.
That's great.
I'm also overseeing golf tournaments, which those are incredible.
Sweet.
Yes.
So anything that you have in mind, a cocktail, a movie night, anything, just let me know and we'll make it happen.
Yes, thank you. Welcome
Really?
aboard officially. Now that you've had a podcast with us, I feel like it's official, don't you, Brendan? We can like
Oh, absolutely.
officially now.
She's officially official.
You're officially official.
Thank you.
You've been listening to the Starry Eyed podcast presented by the Williams Syndrome Association and sponsored by Inner Sense Organic Beauty. The show is hosted by Jennifer Keaton and Brendan Lemieux and produced by me, Joel Listman. All music by Tommy Barbarella and Mariella Elm. Got a question for the show? Email us at podcast@williams-syndrome.org. Video version of the podcast available on the Williams Syndrome Association channel on YouTube and on the Starry Eyed podcast page on Facebook. Audio version available wherever you get your podcast delights. So like and subscribe and help spread some Williams syndrome awareness.